everyone. All right, good morning, Michelle, Lindsay, Ellen, Lauren, Slavka, Tracy, Jean, Audrey, Denise, Katie, and Cam. Good morning. All right, mountain pose. So feet can be a little bit apart or maybe closer together. Lift up the toes, spread them out a few times. Palms forward, lift the heart, soften the shoulders away from the ears. Bring the belly in slightly and make sure our legs are strong here. So grounded down into the feet. And sturdy and strong to hold us here, creating our foundation so that we can lift up and create space and length for the spine, reaching up through the crown of the head. So a little lift of the heart, soften shoulders. And let's find our breath here. If it's possible, breathing in and out of the nose. You can close the eyes and just start to pay attention to your breath. And let's take 3 cleansing breaths here. So breathing in through the nose, fully and completely. As you exhale, exhaling like you're fogging a mirror with your breath. So you're making a sound. So let's do a couple more like that. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. One more like that. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Perfect. Now seal the lips, breathing in and out of the nose, still keeping that sound in the throat. It's called our Ujjayi breath. The breath of power yoga, of flow, Ashtanga. And it's something to play with. If it doesn't come easy, you can play with it throughout the practice. And as we begin to move here, so let's go ahead and open the eyes. We'll take the arms out and up, reach up, look up, maybe bring the palms together above the head. And we'll swan dive forward. Lead with the heart. Feel free to bend the knees. And let's come into a forward fold. Take the feet a little wider if you'd like here. Bend the knees and come into a ragdoll variation. Let the head go, the shoulders, the neck. If this is your first class of the day, this might feel a little like your body's a little tighter, just coming out of bed, sort of. And just take a moment here, a couple extra breaths, maybe swing a little side to side, rock front to back. And then on your next inhale, halfway lift, hands can come to the shins here, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into a plank position. Feel free to lower the knees, or we're in a full-on plank. Find your core strength, either way. Find your core strength. Reach the heart forward, press into the hands, lift up through the back of the heart. Find that breath here, maybe that Ujjayi breath. Inhale, exhale. One more inhale here. Reach the heart forward. Exhale, lower to the belly. Cobra, tops of the feet release. Lift the chest, the heart, shoulders away from the ears. Hug those elbows in and just get that lift of the front of the body and then lower the chest down. We'll take it up and back, down dog or child's pose. You choose here. We'll take about 5 breaths. So either one. Oops. And in your down dog, you might pedal out the feet, bend the knees, shake out the head a little. I always like to take my hips side to side here, get a side stretch, or just hold, breathe, focus on our foundation in the hands, the feet. Let's take one more full breath here. Inhale, we'll gaze forward in between the hands from our down dog. Exhale, walk, step, or jump the feet to meet the hands. Halfway lift at the top of the mat there. Forward fold. Then rise up to standing. You can roll up or reverse swan dive. Flat back, arms out and up. Reach up and then release those arms. Whew, all right. Let's move through that a little quicker. Sun salutation A. One breath, one movement as best we can. Practicing that. Let's inhale those arms out and up. Full inhale here. Full exhale as we swan dive. Come into our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Heart forward, hands to the shins. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back into our plank. Lower to the belly or hover. Chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Heart lifts. And up dog, our thighs are lifted. We're on the tops of the feet. And then exhale, down dog or child's pose. Take some breaths there. We can always do that exhale out of the mouth, which is a great way to release tension. Let's take one more full breath here. Then inhale, gaze forward. Walk, step, or jump the feet to meet the hands as you exhale. Inhale, halfway lift at the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Rise up to standing. We can roll up or reverse swan dive. And release those arms. All right, let's move on, coming into chair. So sinking back into imaginary chair, weight in the heels, belly in. Lots of options for the arms, cactus arms straight, or maybe hands in front of the heart. Sink low into those heels. Start to build a little heat. Need to shed a layer here, I think. Starting to get warm. Oops. All right, sink into those heels a little bit more. And then take a nice deep inhale. Maybe straighten the arms up. Exhale, we're gonna take our arms back, airplane arms. So heart forward, arms reach back. Hold, hold, hold. Extend through the arms, engage tricep. And then let's move with the breath. Inhale, take those arms up. We're just moving the arms. Exhale, keeping the legs as they are. Airplane arms, reach back, heart forward. Again, inhale, take those arms up. Exhale, airplane arms. This time as we come up, bring that right knee into the chest, straighten the left leg, inhale. Exhale, we're stepping the right leg back, coming into a lunge, and then taking those airplane arms, hold there. Let's pause there. So we're in a lunge, left leg forward, arms extending back, full airplane position. Or sorry, we're coming into full airplane position here next. But airplane arms. So feel free to stay here in this lunge, or we're gonna lift off into a balance, full airplane. So if you're with me, lift that back leg up and fly. Find your balance. Lift the heart and reach those fingers behind you. Couple more breaths. From here, from the lunge or this floating position, we'll step the right foot forward and find our chair. Once again, inhale. And we're just moving on. Exhale, airplane arms, chair legs. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, airplane arms. All right, moving on. Left knee comes up. As you lift those arms up, straighten the right leg. And exhale, step the foot back. Find our lunge, airplane arms, heart forward. Getting a little tricky here with the transitions this morning. Hold here, or lift off. Find your airplane. Lift that back leg up. Core super engaged here, belly in. A lift of the heart. So this is different than Warrior 3. We're lifting the heart like we do in Cobra, rather than having a flat back. Reaching those arms back. One more full breath. Perfect. Let's step that foot forward from a lunge or from the float. Come into our chair. Inhale. Woo, let's come out of that. Exhale, straighten the legs, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into our plank, chaturanga, or feel free to skip these chaturangas and just meet us in down dog anytime. Or we can do a cat-cow instead in a tabletop position, which will be easier on the shoulders. All right, couple breaths in down dog or child's pose. From down dog, on your next inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, step the foot forward. We're gonna set up for warrior two on this side. So right foot forward, back foot flat. Losing my glasses here. Extend the arms forward and back. So pretty long stance here, especially if we have longer legs. We use up the mat so that we can really sink into this front knee. And then maybe open up a bit to the right. We can see our big toe. And those arms are extended, fingertips reaching forward and back. And we're open through the heart, open through the belly. Couple more breaths here. Finding our inner warrior on this Monday morning. I was gonna say goddess, but that works. Inner warrior goddess. We're majority ladies here. All right, one more breath. On your next inhale, we're gonna straighten this front leg and take it into a reverse triangle. So the right arm comes up, left hand can slide down by the back leg, reach the gaze up. Find some length on this side body. Inhale. And exhale, bend the front knee. Plant the hands forward, step back into plank. Inhale there. Exhale, chaturanga. Reach that heart forward, then lower down. Belly or hover. Up dog or cobra, chest lifts. Down dog, press back. Couple breaths there. On your next inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step the foot forward. Setting up warrior two on this side. Come on up. Really walk that front foot forward so we can sink into the knee. And then open the knee to the left. Keep it there, nice and strong. Extend the arms. Gaze over the front fingers, if that works for the neck. Couple more breaths here. We're strong in the feet, strong in the legs, and extended from the pelvis up, reaching up. Oh, thanks, Anne-Marie. We're all warrior goddesses here. One more breath. And then inhale, straighten this front leg. Left arm reaches, reverse triangle. That left arm reaches up, up, up. Find length in the side body as you press into the front foot. Inhale. And exhale, bend the front knee, plant the hands forward. Step back, plank, lower through, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Down dog or child's pose. Couple breaths. All right, from our down dog, right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step the foot forward. And we're gonna step to the outside of the hands. So coming into a lizard lunge. So that right foot to the outside of the hands, you might walk it out front, forward and out a bit. And then plant the hands down. Now back knee can be lifted or down. And then reach the heart forward. Find some length in the spine. Lizard lunge. You feel this in the front of the hip, on that back hip. Probably the groin here and the front leg. Feel free to lower down to the forearms, maybe to a block. We want to take it further. Keep that spine long. Keep reaching the heart forward. Couple breaths here. Maybe let the head go forward. And then come on up to the palms. We're going to plant our left hand down and extend the right arm up, so a twist. So working with our funky transitions today. Feel free to stay here in this twist, or lift that back knee up, and we're going to step the right foot back into a side plank. Magic, tricky. So right foot back, coming into a side plank, stacking the feet, or feel free, let me turn so I can face you guys. Feel free to lower the bottom knee down if we want to make this a modified side plank. Or one foot placed in front of the other can kind of help too. Lift the gaze up with that top hand. Maybe lift the hips a little if we're in the full position. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Release. Find your plank. Inhale. Exhale. Chaturanga to the belly or hover. Up dog or cobra. Chest lifts. Down dog. Press back. Other side. Left leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale. Step the foot forward or to the outside of the hands, setting up for that lizard lunge. So hands are to the inside of the foot. And check in, make sure our front ankle is below the knee. And then back knee, let's keep it lifted or lower down. Probably feel a different stretch in one or the other. Maybe breathe into one place and then move into the other place for a couple breaths. We can lower down to the forearms here. Switch it around. Keep lengthening the heart or spine, reaching the heart forward. Perfect. Come on up to the palms. If you're not already there, ground down into that right hand. Left arm reaches up. Find that twist. So again, you can stay here, work the twist, or this front foot, step back into a side plank. Maybe lower the bottom knee down. Lift those hips, lift the gaze. Hold for 3. Nice and strong. 2. And 1. Release. Come back to that plank. Inhale there. This is our last chaturanga if you'd like to take it. Heart forward, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Down dog or child's pose. Couple breaths there. So these moments in down dog, child's pose are moments of rest or moment to check in. Feel the body, notice the breath. All right, from down dog here, let's lower down to the knees, or from child's pose, come on up to the knees. And we're gonna come into camel, Ustrasana. So our knees are about hips width apart. And let's lift those arms overhead, extend, find some length. Inhale. And then exhale, we're taking our hands to our lower back. Fingers pointing down or up, or maybe wrapping around the hips a bit. And then squeeze those elbows towards one another behind you as you lift the gaze and lift the heart. You might start to follow the ceiling, the sky, back. And eventually we might reach for the heels. You could tuck your toes under. And we will do this one more time, so you don't necessarily have to go to the deepest stretch here. One more breath. As you come out, lead with the heart, let the head and neck follow. And then sit back on the heels. Take a breath or two. Take that in. Notice how that feels in the body, especially around the heart. And then we'll do one more round. Feel free to sit it out if that one was like, no, I'm good. Or take it one more time. Come on up. Let's find that length. Reach the arms overhead. Length first before we take it back. So keep that length in the spine, reaching up, 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 up. Maybe the gaze follows back. You could reach for the heels, tuck the toes under. Maybe release the head if that feels okay on the neck. Keep reaching the hips forward and lifting up from the pelvis, up and back. One more breath. And then leading with the heart, the head and neck follow. Woo, sit back on the heels. Take that in for a moment. Maybe close the eyes. All right, we'll go ahead and swing the legs around. You take this into a forward fold of some sort. So let's extend the legs forward. And we'll bring the right foot in to the inside of the thigh, like we're making a tree shape with our legs. You may support this outer knee with a block. Maybe sit up on a blanket. Go ahead, sit up tall here. And a bit of a rotation to the right so that we're squared over the extended leg. Take those arms up, inhale, and exhale. Folding over the extended leg here. Hands on either side of the knee, the calf, maybe reaching closer towards the ankle, the foot. Fold forward. Let the head go if that feels okay in the neck. But keep extending through the spine forward, reaching the heart forward. And then down and deeper. But again, that lengthening first. Couple more breaths here. All right, we'll come out of that on an inhale and just switch it out. Extend the right leg, bring the left foot in. Sit up tall, bit of a rotation so our shoulders are squared over the extended leg. Reach those arms up, inhale. And exhale, fold over this leg. Notice how it feels in the back, this stretch, and also from right to left. How, if it feels different around wherever we feel the stretch here. And just noticing, this is our opportunity to check in with our bodies. Notice where we might feel a little tighter this morning, because every day is different. Breathe into those spaces, those areas of tightness, tension. We'll take a couple more breaths here. All right, on your next inhale, start to come up. And we'll release that leg, straighten out. And then let's make our way onto our back. So bend the knees, take this slow or keep the legs straight. and lower onto our back, one vertebra at a time. Hug the belly in, nice and slow, feeling the sacrum. You go over the lumbar, which curves in, and then along the thoracic, lower down. Oh. And release, head to the floor. And let's get into our glutes, our outer hip. So hug those knees in, and we're gonna cross our right leg over, just like you're crossing your legs when you're seated, crossing that right leg over, and then hug the knees in. You might just hold on to the knees here, or maybe take the hands down the shin, maybe closer to the ankles, and then hug in there. You might be able to take your feet a little wider and get more into that right outer hip. And then just breathe there, a couple breaths, 3 to 5 breaths. All right, one more full breath on this side. And release. Release the grip, and we'll unravel the legs. And just go ahead and take it to the other side. Left leg crosses, hug those knees in. You might lower the hands down towards the shin or ankles, and then hug in from there. Head on the floor, shoulders on the floor. And breathe. When we're working with our hips, breathe, nice deep breaths will help that release, because it takes a bit more to release those hips. We were talking about this yesterday, hanging out with Lauren, how we tend to hold emotions in our hips, especially us ladies. So when we do this hip release, it's not uncommon to feel some kind of emotion. And it's okay if you don't, too. It's just an experience that can happen sometimes when we're opening around our hips. And a great way to release whatever we're holding on to, even if that emotion does come up. Couple more breaths here. Perfect. Let's unravel those legs. We'll just hug the knees into the chest. And then take the knees just a little bit wide, and we're going to circle the knees like an egg beater. So one knee is circling one way, the other knee is circling the other. And if that doesn't make sense, just circle the knees together. We're just kind of moving the femur bone in the hip socket here, and then circle the other way. Couple more rounds. And release, knees into the chest. Inhale. And exhale. We made it. Shavasana, find a relaxation. Extend those legs, extend the arms. Palms face up. Settle in for some stillness. Even if it's only a minute, or maybe you're able to stay a little longer. But find some stillness, no matter the time. Close the eyes, soften the face, the jaw. Let the body relax here. And I'm going to log us off. Thank you so much for joining. Have a great Monday. Stay here as long as you can, and then get up slow when it's time. Namaste. Thanks, everybody.